So a new Abyss just dropped today, so just like the previous one, I wanted to record my first run of it and just get my reactions, initial thoughts, and show you how I would problem solve pretty much a first time going through a new Abyss floor 12 whenever it resets. So yeah, let's get right into it. Floor 11, I didn't think it was anything special, so we just jumped right into floor 12 here. I didn't really see anything, so let's just see what we got here. So, bunch of Rift Towns, Pyromage, and this is the new boss that I farmed for Nivelet, okay. Chamber 2, okay, so the interesting thing here is the boss, the duet is on the second floor. There's a bunch of mobs on the first half. What do we got here? Mirror Maiden, it's a new mob. I like how they look, but okay. So, and then this experimental field generator. I believe it's the second boss that I think you need a. It's probably for Rio Thistlesley. Okay, so interesting thing here is that it incentivizes you to use Hydra on the first side, when Hydra is pretty bad on the other side. So I think the best thing to do here is use Electro on the second half. Why? Because I'm just thinking about the duet boss, and with their cryo shield, it's either you're gonna want to use Pyro or Electro, especially like Fischl. But Pyro is really bad on this side, so it's probably gonna be an Electro team second side, and it can deal with that. No problem, no problem, no problem. Then on the first half, this guy has an Electro thingy, like a shield thingy that you want to break, which incentivizes Pyro, Cryo, and Dendro. So we could just run Aggravate bottom side and Hyperloom top side and see how that works. Again, I'm just coming up with teams, not really budget, but I just want to clear as fast as possible and most comfortably as possible. So I'm not going to go restrict myself here. And also, I'm not going to use Nivelet this time around. I'll use them in the next video, or I'll probably post that video first. So let's just get right into it. So bottom half, I definitely want an Electro related team that ideally uses Fischl, because she breaks it really fast. So I think we can go a simple Aggravate team like this. Yeah, actually I don't like this order. I like the healer on the last slot. So we go here, 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 here. I think this should be really comfortable. Yeah, I think it's fairly easy, super comfortable. I think that's solved. And then second side, I think if I just want to be as comfortable as possible, I use another Dendro team just in case I really need to break this. Because when I did the boss on my own, like I never break it and he just dies, but I don't think it'll be the case this time around. So I think actually a Bennett Shangling would be really good this side as well, because of the Pyro. But I think I'm just gonna go Dendro because that's what I'm comfortable with at the moment. Just go double Dendro comp with kind of like this, a little Hyper Bloom-ish, double Dendro Hyper Bloom. And I think this Abyss is pretty much solved. I don't see myself not clearing with these teams. They're really strong. So yeah, let's just get on with it. Hopefully I don't have to reset and I don't mess up, but we'll see where the mobs are placed, and maybe it'll screw me on positioning here. So let's see what we got. Sure. I'll try to explain my rotation, so if I best of my ability, but let's set that up. Yeah, as you can see, that Electro shield is pretty strong. But he's kind of dying. I'm not really doing a good job of explaining my rotation, and I'm kind of messing up. Oh, double hit there. Okay. But luckily with Hyper Bloom, you don't really need to do a perfect rotation. Let's be honest here. What is this? Oh, what is this? Okay, I've never seen this move before in my life, but looks like Dendro was a good choice. Okay, so he... Interesting. Unfortunately, my Yolan's ER is just screwed right now, but it's fine. We have plenty of time. And then we have everything up now, so he should just die here. No electro shield on his body, so yeah, okay. Definitely a Dendro Pyro is pretty much needed, especially since I didn't even know that attack existed. We have to break 3 electro thingies, so yeah. Okay, so let's start with this now. What do you got here? Oh my goodness gracious. So just, this team is pretty simple. Set up your Dendro, Electro, Swirl. Try to get 2 skills in the rotation with Baiju. I'm just gonna go ham. I think I need to reset my Fisher right now. But, okay. And then, luckily Cosmo does a lot of damage. You can just stay on him for a while. Reply Dendro. I need to reply this as well. Just a bunch of wolves. Not too much of an issue. What do you got here now? Okay, so triple Pyro Mage, which is very interesting. But I think we can just brute force with swirls and just pure electro application. I haven't really used Yaniko's burst. Should probably use that a bit more. But yeah, I think we can brute force it. I think there is definitely a good way to group these guys, but I am just failing at that. I'm just gonna brute force it. We still have 40 seconds, it's fine. Yeah. There's definitely a better way to group that. I just did that terribly. We just were separated for most of the time, but luckily, not too bad. Just get some energy here. And yeah. Okay, so that first floor wasn't too bad. Definitely could have been cleaner if I actually knew how many enemies there were, but yeah. Like I said, just a first reaction. This is my first time actually looking at this abyss. Elemental Master is good here, so let's go with this. What's next? Okay. This seems kind of underwhelming, but let's see what we got. Don't have burst, so we just do the Hytham E plunge to get 3 stacks. We'll kind of stick on him for a while, since it's a Hyper Bloom. Okay, so definitely going Gunner here because that guy moves and this guy doesn't. Ooh, okay, so my Kuki might die. I'll keep that in mind. Luckily C6 saved me there, but yeah, sometimes she gets left. So I really want to heal my Kuki, but I'm just gonna go for the clearing. Actually, I think I mean, yeah, I can clear. I can heal. That guy's almost dead anyway. This was a really easy floor. It's just 2 of the small Vish shafts and then 2 of these. Like, that's nothing. Easy there. And, okay, yeah, that was... I was expecting a bit more, but okay. And here's the duet boss, so... Nothing new here. I did not get any swirl. Nice, okay. There we go, now I got it. So with double electro, this guy's shield just disappears. Ooh, but still does a lot of damage. Alright, no swirl, nice. Okay, my guy Nico died. Interesting. Wait, is he actually gonna shield up? Maybe he's not gonna shield up this time. That's actually very interesting. I underestimated the damage there, my bad. I'm back here again. I really should be more careful. Like, it's pretty free, but I'm just playing like an idiot. Alright, set up the aggravate, set up the swirls. But like, where's the... I'm just expecting the shield. But this is just a no shield version? Oh my lord, they do. They hurt. And also, aggressive. Yeah, they hurt a lot actually. But it's fine. This time I'll be much more careful. Interestingly enough, like they seem to not want you to go melee range because they're just whacking me during that dance. So it seems like that is the different mechanic here. Okay, so okay. I don't know if I somehow skipped something or am I missing something, but there is no cryo shield, so that means Hydro is a go on the bottom half. Very interesting. And I think the fact that no, like, I'll talk about it later, but let's just go with this one. Okay, so just one Mirror Maiden for the So this is a Hyper Bloom Dream, single target. And then I believe what the next are the two Wind Operatives. One of them should just run to me if I remember what these people do. Yeah, he's slowly coming. Seems like the grouping is actually not that good if I just start attacking one of the Wind Operatives, so I suspect that the best way to group is just run to the edge. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. Okay, well, I don't know what happened, but I'll just keep going. This guy's gonna die anyway, I'm not gonna repeat it. Actually got screwed by Bond of Life mechanic that I never unlocked. I believe that was like the craftable weapon mechanic, and I think the Wind Operative applied it on me, but whatever, who cares. So, yeah, last floor. This guy that changes gravity. Oh, what the hell? There's the gravity. And the question is, do I need to worry about this mechanic? Or can I just brute force it? Oh, you see that? Okay, that does a lot of damage. That's interesting. They definitely want you to dodge the mechanic. Oh, what the? Hey. I'll be careful, I'll be careful. But I think you can just like iframe it. Do some plunge attacks. Okay, well, that boss was scary when he does his big boom attack that they want you to jump, because that did a lot of damage. But other than that, when it was doing the second move where it was just putting circles on the floor, it's just free hitting. And I think if you have like a good healer, you can kind of just ignore it. But yeah, definitely a very sloppy run. Of course, kind of makes sense. I don't really expect a super clean run, considering I've never seen this Abyss before. It's my first time, but you know, we just work with what we got, and with my account's investment, it really shouldn't be a problem, these Abysses. So, just an overall summary of this Abyss. So, I would say the first half was the biggest DPS check. There are a lot of wolves, and then the mages can be annoying when they're separated, and especially the seahorse does have a good amount of HP. Wasn't too bad though, but I would say this is probably the most tight DPS check for this floor. Dendro Power on the top side. You can use Hydro on the bottom side, because if you look at the second floor, the first half was very underwhelming, really easy, and then the second half, the duet boss, very interestingly enough, no cryo shield mechanic. So I think, combined with the fact that the boss did a move during the cryo mechanic when it was supposed to be a cryo shield, but the mechanic was instead like super hard hitting damage around the boss where you could hit like the chariot. If you play Final Fantasy 14, the chariot mechanic, there's a lot of that, and I think that combined with the Power Abyss Mage on the second half, I believe they want you to use Nivelle on bottom side, because you can pretty much not go into melee range, so you can there's literally no mechanic on that second half. So that's what I think. Because there is no cryo shield, you can just use a Hydra related team on the first half to take care of the power mages, instead of me assuming that you needed Electra to break the cryo shield. So yeah, and then last one, I think the dangerous thing here is just dying to the experimental field generator. First half was really easy DPS check wise. There's no mechanics really, it's just DPS check. Any single target team will do well. Experimental field generator, definitely trying not to die is the hardest mechanic, because those shockwaves did a lot when I didn't jump over it. So yeah, overall, is this easier or harder than the previous Abyss? I'd say it's about the same. Like, I didn't really feel much of a difficulty spike. Maybe it's a little bit harder, but not too much of a difference. As for teams, like I said, if you want the quote-unquote best teams to clear, to be comfortable, you pretty much want Pyro or Dendro team on the top side, or if you have a really invested crowd team like this, yeah. But typically Bennett Shangling will work, any Dendro team with like Nahida will work, Hyper Bloom, really good on the first half, so you can just use that. And then second half, because now that I know you don't need to break a cryo shield, anything goes really on the bottom half. You just need one Hydra unit to quickly take care of the Pyro Abyss mages, so you can take care of those and save some time. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The wolves can definitely be annoying, so it kind of incentivizes a grouper, but then again you have two bosses on the bottom side. But like the two bosses, both of the bosses, I felt like there wasn't a too tough of a DPS check. It was more of a survival check. So yeah, just don't die, forehead. Yes, that's it. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for my first impressions for this Abyss. So have fun with it. I like playing Abyss, so if you are struggling or whatever, I wish you the best of luck, and yeah, that'll be it.